Hello Leo, welcome to your February reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you this month. Now this is a general reading as always, and it may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get you a couple of star code oracles and then we will move on to your tarot, where I will look at your general energy, love as well as career. Nice. All right. We have Chiron. Love Chiron. I think Chiron is still in Aries if I'm not wrong. Then we have second house, which is ruled by Taurus. And we have South Node. That is very interesting. The nodes have just shifted on the 18th of January. They shifted from Gemini and Sag to Scorpio and Taurus. And you have Taurus right in the middle. I mean, you have your second house, which is ruled by Taurus. So the South Node right here is talking about your past. It's not just the past that you have been through. It talks about your past life. It talks about the dreams, aspirations, sometimes even baggage that you were born with, that has followed you around, it's followed your soul around through different lifetimes. It can also talk about, it's usually the North Node that talks about your soul's purpose, but the South Node can talk about things that you need to leave behind. And I feel like whatever lifetime you talk about, you leave a little bit of that karma behind every time you reincarnate. I don't know if you guys believe in past lives, but it's kind of hard not to. So I feel like right now you are leaving something behind, and it is the perfect time to do so because the nodes shift every 18 months, and that's a significant bracket of time. So it's a great time to take these 18 months to realize what it is you need to filter out of your life. And once the nodes do shift, it's not like it's painful to release those things. You know what I mean? Suddenly there are epiphanies and things just become easier to let go of. Now, when it comes to your second house, it talks about your resources. It talks about your material wealth. It talks about possessions in your name. It talks about, to an extent, your income, and it talks about luxury. It talks about things that bring you pleasure. So I feel like you may be either focusing more on your income at this time, saving. You could be focusing on ways to expand your income. We do have Mars in Capricorn, and I feel like to a large extent people are taking action towards their goals, their long-term goals, because that is what Capricorn rules. It talks about your public image, and it talks about your wealth and your career. So the second house for me personally is very closely related to that energy. So you may be either, like I said, investing in something new that you've never thought of investing in before, and you may be, buying things. It could be art, it could be luxury goods, anything that brings you joy. Now, do remember that Venus, at least while I'm recording this, is still in retrograde, and it will be in shadow well into the first, even second week of February. It's always recommended, if you're making big purchases, it's better to do it post Venus retrograde, because while it's in retrograde, you may think something is beautiful when it actually isn't. Okay, just a word of warning. And Chiron talks about healing. It talks about, again, bringing stuff up from the past and healing those aspects and making sure you don't carry those burdens and those wounds into your next lifetime. So Chiron being in Aries, and Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, I feel like it has affected every single person on the planet. Because Aries being the purebred of the zodiac, it affects every single sign, because every sign is placed according to its house. So I am getting a very strong feeling that your income is going to see a shift. If things haven't been working for you very well in the past, when it comes to your resources, I feel like that aspect is going to be healed and it's going to see a beautiful shift. All right. Now, if you can hear construction and drilling in the background, I'm really sorry. I'm recording at an odd time. I don't usually record at this time, but Yeah, might as well. All right. Now, for your general energy, we have first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity, and first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. I like that. So, remember, I've been talking about Aries with your Chiron energy. So, maybe you want to check where Aries is in your chart. The star, again, healing. You're healing from something, you're letting things go, Leo. And that's really, really good to see. Six of Pentacles and the Sun. You know what? That is insane. I briefly saw a glimmer of the background of the Six of Pentacles and I was like, wait, is that the Sun? But it wasn't, but the Sun came out anyway. Love it. All right, so we have the Star. Again, talking about a wish, or very well talking about healing something, and a little bit of R&R may be required. And with the Six of Pentacles, there is generosity coming your way, whether this is generosity coming from the universe, or it could be generosity coming in from someone either you work with, or it could be generosity in terms of love and affection when it comes to your partnerships. We will see. But with the Star card, there is something that I'm almost getting the feeling that you had given up hope on something, because we have pushed through your insecurities and the Star card is right on top of that. So I feel like this was probably something that brought about that fear in you that, no, I'm not going to get it. Maybe you felt like you weren't good enough to receive it. You know what I mean? But I mean, wow, look at that. I didn't even notice this. Step into your power with the Sun. You're ruled by the Sun, Leo. And being ruled by the Sun is one of the most fortunate things for anybody on the planet, because have you seen the size of that star? The Sun is a star technically, and you have the star as well. So I think that's absolutely fantastic. If there's anything that's been holding you back, I feel like with a little bit of healing and a little bit of time to yourself and a little bit of positive manifestation can bring about all of this beautiful energy your way. I want to see what this is regarding, but let me get to your career. Let's get you a monology for career, and then I'll pull your tarot out. Excellent start so far. We have 2. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Everyone's been getting this for some reason, and I think the reason is that Jupiter has just recently entered Pisces. People have been waiting for it. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. What did I just say? Powerful manifestation, positive manifestation. So speaking your world into being is the order of the day. All right, let me get some tarot to see. Whoa. Okay, she's not leaving anybody alone. Not that I want her to. I love her. But the High Priestess has been showing up a lot. And what I said about Jupiter being in Pisces, because Pisces is the most intuitive sign there is. So is Cancer. And you have Cancer and Pisces both right here. Anyway, so what I'm feeling is right now, you may feel like 8 of Swords. You may feel like your intuition is heightened, or at least some of you may be wanting to get into spirituality, because with the High Priestess, a lot of things could be hidden. A lot of things could be secret right now, and I feel like to get answers, it's like you're delving into different planes of existence to try and figure things out for yourself. Does that make sense? We have the 8 of Swords, which talks about being in your head about something, about some kind of anxiety. And the 8 of Cups. We have 2 8s officially. You're walking away from something as well. Walking away from something because maybe your gut has already told you that it's not going to end well. With the new moon in Pisces attuned to the divine, like I told you, I think you need to listen to your subconscious mind a little more. And the only reason I'm saying that is because you have 2 very similar cards right here. Some of you may be getting very, very vivid dreams, and some of you may be getting nightmares. I know we don't have the 9 of Swords, but with an amalgamation of all this energy here, I'm getting 9 of Swords in my head. I feel like, so I've been telling everybody the same thing. With Jupiter being in Pisces, your spirituality is going to be heightened. Okay, your intuition is going to be heightened. Now, whatever you speak about, whatever you speak energy into, can manifest very, very quickly. Okay. And with speak your world into existence, I feel like if you are speaking to the universe from this point, from this energy of the Eight of Swords, of being stuck and not knowing how to proceed, is when you're going to hit that standstill. Okay. If the honestly, I feel like if the Eight of Swords hadn't come up, the Eight of Cups wouldn't have come up either. You're walking away from something because it's bringing you that anxiety. I'm going to get one more card. I've been trying to avoid pulling too many cards so I don't muddle the reading, but I do need one more. There's something missing here. Two of Cups. This may be some kind of partnership. Now I can see this two ways. Either this was a partnership that you had with a particular person that you were working with. This could be a business partner. It could even be a colleague who you were working on a particular project. Something about this wasn't working out. Okay, now if this was something that maybe your gut was telling you not to trust this particular person, I just saw 1111 on my timer. So like I said, maybe your gut was telling you not to trust this particular person. Or if I look at it the other way, the Two of Cups can also be a mingling of energies between you and your higher self. So if this was you going into business for you, maybe a part of you did not trust yourself. Maybe you didn't, and maybe this was just a very subconscious energy. Maybe you didn't even realize it, And I'm speaking this from experience. This happens to me all the time. Sometimes I feel like I can't sleep, okay? And I wake up feeling so exhausted. And when I start picking up on those few dreams or nightmares that I have, they start coinciding with things happening in my real life. And they don't have to be carbon copies of each other. You know what I mean? They're just similar patterns. And a lot of the times it has to do with, well, my second house, resources, wealth, material wealth, things that belong to you, your home, your car, your bank account. It relates to all of that. So maybe a part of you is feeling like you want more. It's like you don't have enough. And whatever you could be working on right now, I feel like you're wanting to walk away from it. Now, by all means, stick to your decision if you're sure about it. And I don't usually recommend this, but I feel like if you open up your crown and third eye just a little more and you start trusting the universe and the path you're on, and you're just a little more resilient, I feel like you may not need to walk away after all. I'm always for starting new things, and I'm an Aries rising. And a Cancer sun, so I'm cardinal all the way through. I love taking action. I love starting new projects. So I'm always like telling people to do the same. But for some reason, right now, because see, the Eight of Swords is a very diluted energy. It's not very strong. I just feel like you need to have a little more faith, and you need to push through any insecurities right here. You may be doubting yourself, but maybe with a little bit of training and a little bit of affirmation, I think you can work this out. Okay? Leo, I hope that made sense. Let's get to love. Let's see what we have here. This is still a new deck, so the cards are sticking to each other. It's being very stubborn. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's either stubborn or it explodes. All right, we'll take both. First quarter moon in Pisces. You have a lot of Pisces happening. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could have it heavily in your chart. But we have honor your feelings and take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. Very interesting. Okay. I was talking about explosions. We have the Tower. We have the Seven of Cups. Let's get one more. And we have the Hierophant. All right. Leo, what I'm getting is, I suddenly felt like calling you Pisces for some reason. What I'm getting here is that a few of you may have wanted a deeper level of commitment. And I feel like some of you may have just been going with the flow because you didn't want to cause, well, a tower moment. You just wanted things to sort themselves out, and eventually you thought things would fix themselves. But I feel like you did honor your feelings, and I feel like you did have a reality check. And once you did, either this has already come to pass or it will. I feel like there is some sort of either conversation or an internal epiphany that comes about that makes you realize that you may not be where you want to be. Does that make sense? The Seven of Cups, for some reason, is giving me a very moon-like energy. It's giving me the energy of being confused, not having answers, and just being disillusioned to an extent. But I feel like you've ignored this and let this go for long enough, and you're finally getting, you remember what I said about South Node and Chiron? It's having that sudden realization that, okay, well, I don't want to carry this with me anymore. Again, I will get another card. I want to be thorough for you, Leo, but I do see a few of you walking away from this. Oof. What do we have here? We have the Hermit. Virgo energy. Even if you're not completely walking away from this, I feel like a few of you guys are taking a time out. You may be taking a break from your partner. We have Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. So some of you may be focusing on work and not giving into love at the moment, because I feel like you're not getting, like I said, the level of commitment that you are desiring. And I think that's wise. I think after a tower moment, it's always great to take a step back and just honor your feelings and take a reality check about what it is that you want. In February, I don't see a lot of movement, but I do see a lot of epiphanies coming about. So I can't tell you for sure yet if this is going to lead to anything, but I do know you will be wiser for it once you take this step back. That's all I have for you, Leo. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help, but eventually we do have the star and the sun together. So there is joy coming in, there is happiness coming in, only once you step into your power. Once you realize how powerful you are, and once you speak your world into existence, you will be able to push through any insecurity and believe in yourself. Truly believe in yourself. I don't mean that like one of those motivational speakers who say it on a loop. You know, truly believe in yourself, Leo. You are one of the most powerful signs in the zodiac. You're fixed fire. That is ridiculously powerful. Okay? So believe in that and trust your intuition. Things will get better. I promise you. Try and enjoy February. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.